This screenshot is of the CNN homepage website as of yesterday. So the homepage website is going to be different today. There are the top menu bars where you can read the different news articles from US, world, politics, or other tabs similar to that. And underneath are the different stories that are the top stories of the day with 3 different images, some headers, and a few buttons for videos that you can watch.
All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna share my screen and my audio, so you will actually get to a demonstration of what a screen reader is like. And I'm gonna test the CNN website and compare it to the CBS website and just show you some basics about screen readers and testing. And hopefully this will be sort of helpful in kind of making all of the stuff that we've been teaching you guys a bit more concrete. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay.
Latest news and videos, Google Chrome, advertisement.
Okay, so now
Stop Kai screen share.
Now we have, hopefully you should be hearing my screen reader and you should be seeing Google Chrome showing the CNN
task switching, CNN breaking news, latest news and video.
website.
CNN breaking news, latest news and videos, Google Chrome.
Is this fast enough for you guys? So I'll slow it down just so that we're able to keep up. So
slower.
And that's it's another thing. Screen reader users do tend to have faster speeds, just so they can navigate faster, right? Consume information faster. Let's see how this speed is.
List of 11 items. CNN breaking news.
Maybe I'll make it just slightly
slower.
What do you guys think, Chia and Matthew? Is this
link graphic advertisement?
Is that still fast or is that good?
Visited link CNN.
I think just slightly faster. Just
we want it faster. Okay.
Faster.
And do let us know in the chat if you are having
faster.
If you're having any trouble following this speed, we can slow it down.
Link graphic adverts. CNN breaking news, latest news and videos.
Okay, so we have the CNN website here. So I'm just going to try to check out what images there are, right? And I'm using JAWS, the JAWS screen reader. I mentioned this earlier. And it's on Windows. So we're on Windows 10 using the latest version of Google Chrome and JAWS 2020. So screen readers have a lot of shortcuts to help users navigate and find different elements on a website. So G is the key that I'm using, and that will help me navigate from image to image.
Advertisement link graphic.
Okay, so we have an advertisement. At least it's labeled. I don't know what the advertisement is, but at least it is labeled.
New York, September 26th. People sit near an orange-colored tree with leaves falling in Central Park as the city continues Phase 4 of reopening following restrictions imposed to slow the spread of coronavirus on September 26th, 2020 in New York City. The 4th phase allows...
Okay, so here's the CNN is doing something interesting here in that the image and the headline and the blurb are all kind of contained in one thing. So we did hear a description for the image, but we also heard a lot of extra information, right? So, regardless, the image is described, right? So let's see what other images we have.
Ivanka Trump, senior White House advisor, attends the release of the 2019 Trafficking in Persons Report at the State Department in Washington, D.C., June 20th, 2019. The U.S. on Thursday.
Right, so the description here that I'm reading is Ivanka Trump attends this event. I'm not sure if that's actually a description of the photo or that's the headline, right? And so
CNN breaking news later.
It's good to kind of like think about your alt text and how meaningful it is. I think a lot of websites and developers try to make it easy on themselves and automate it. So for instance, for a news story, the alt text will just be the headline for that news story. And that's not really describing the image, right? So as much as possible, we'll encourage you to actually describe your images instead of associating that image with some other text like the title of the article or program or whatever it is.
Advertisement link graphic. New York, September 26th. New York, United States, 1989. Real estate tycoon Donald Trump poised
Right?
in Trump
So
Tower
we
8
have all these images. So it looks like at least, CNN does a good job of making sure that their images have some kind of alt text. Sometimes it's meaningful, sometimes it's not really detailed enough. But there aren't any images here that I've come across that are actually missing alt text. So why don't we check out the heading structure now? So I'm going to go back to the top of the page.
CNN breaking news latest.
Right? And if I press the H key, that will help me navigate from heading to heading.
CNN
But
breaking.
before I do that, actually, I want to show you what it's like if I were not to navigate by headings, what my options are, right? So I'm going to
See visited link.
Okay, great. I just lost audio for like 10 seconds there. That was fun.
CNN breaking. Slower. CNN breaking news.
Okay, so I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me and have my shared screen. Can you confirm, Chi and Matthew?
I can still see your screen and hear
Link
the.
graphic.
Okay, great. Okay, so if I cannot, if there are no headings, but there happens to be heading tags here in this website, but if there were none, I would actually have to basically use the arrow keys to navigate and read item by item. So this is what it's going to be like, right?
Visited link CNN. Navigation region. List of 11 items. Link US. Link world. Link politics. Link business. Link opinion. Link health. Link entertainment. Link style. Link travel. Link sports. Link videos. List end. Navigation read. Link live TV. Edition button. Search CNN user account but open menu but list of 8 items. Article. Heading level 3 link trending debate tonight.
Okay. So how long did that take? That took us about maybe 30 seconds to get to this area where there's actual content we want to read, right? Trending, right?
Article. Heading level 3 link trending debate tonight.
Right, the debate tonight. So it took us that long. Now let's go back up to the top.
CNN
Since there's a heading there, I could press H.
trending debate tonight.
And
Heading.
I've saved myself 30 seconds of my life, right? And that's a lot because 30 seconds here and there adds up to minutes and eventually could add up to hours as well. So that's why headings are important. So let's see what other headings there are. So this is the first heading is the
Article list of trending debate tonight.
debate
Heading level
tonight.
3 link.
And it's a heading level 3. That's important to know.
COVID-19 latest. Heading level 3 link.
We have COVID-19 latest, right?
Stimulus. Heading level 3 link.
All right, so these sort of are maybe some items that are points of interest, right? If I'm able to actually navigate to different heading levels. So now I want to talk to you about structure, heading structure. So heading level 1 is usually the broadest level and is most descriptive of your page. So here it happens that heading level 1 on the CNN website is
No more headings. Article. No prior heading. CNN breaking.
interesting.
No more
There
head.
was a heading level 1 yesterday when I was testing this website, and apparently it doesn't exist anymore.
Trending. No more
Yeah.
heading. Chadwick Boseman.
But typically there would be a heading 1 that says either CNN or CNN breaking news. It's just not showing up today,
No more.
but it was here yesterday, interesting enough. And once you also want to have only one heading level 1 on your website, or on your page, on each page. So on the home page, it would just be CNN, right? On an inside page, let's say it's the about page, your heading level 1 should be about CNN, right? Or on your contact page, it should be contact. So it should sort of match, and give the user a little bit of an idea of where they are on your website. Beyond heading 1s, right, you want to kind of use your heading level 2s to structure different sections in your website. So on the homepage here, we have
Biden and Trump prepare for a night that could turn personal. Heading level 2 link.
So heading 2 is about the debate. So it looks like today they're focusing on the debate a lot. So they have that as a heading level 2. It's kind of like, heading level 2 is one of the broadest levels here that you can have, right? So meaning it's an important item. We want to make sure that screen reader users get to this quickly and easily.
News and buzz heading level 2.
Okay, news and buzz, that looks like maybe it is a section on this on this page, right? So that's a heading level 2. If this is set up correctly, the items that are in this section should be heading level 3. So what I'm going to try to do is navigate to a heading level 3 and see what happens.
Analyst apologizes to Patrick Mahomes' mom during Monday Night Football heading level 3 link.
Right, so that first article is a heading level 3, and it is under
News and buzz heading
under the news and buzz section. So let's see what else is in this section, right?
Analyst Shannon Doherty shares update on her battle with stage 4 breast cancer
So
heading
Shannon
level.
Doherty, right? So there are articles in this section. If I wanted to check out a different section, if this is set up correctly, I can just navigate to the next heading level 2 instead of having to read all of these articles, right?
Life during the pandemic heading level 2.
So this section is called Life During the Pandemic, right? So once again, this is another section. If I wanted to read the articles in this section, I would navigate by the heading level 3s, right?
2 NFL teams are suspending in-person activity.
And suspending in-person activities, right? So that's life.
Fashion, the climate crisis, and new heading
So
level 2
this
link.
actually allows me now to find what I'm like, just explore this website and kind of get a good sense of what is here, right? There's different sections. So I can navigate from
Life during the pandemic heading level 2.
during the pandemic to
Fashion, the climate
fashion,
crisis. Check these out heading level
or
2.
check these out, right? And then I could, you know, let's say I'm interested in fashion today.
Fashion, the
I'll go back to that.
Why Asian rivers are turning
And
black
then
heading level 3 link.
that is interesting.
Fashion, the article, link graphic top shot, a worker drive by Munir Zame, heading level 3 link. Why Asian rivers are turning black.
Why Asian rivers are turning black. That looks like it's in the fashion section. I just had to double check that.
Article end.
And so if I wanted to read about fashion, I can easily get to this section and read it, right? So now let's do some time check.
1:35 p.m.
Just want to quickly show links as well. So as a screen reader user, I'm able to pull up a list of links on
links
each
list
page,
dialog, links
right?
list.
And that can help me navigate and do things faster, right? If I like wanted to maybe contact CNN, let's see if there's a contact link. I can actually search for it.
ON content by lending tree.
Not content, but
CTA top content by
maybe
lend.
not, maybe about.
AUT about us.
About us,
303.
right? So if I wanted, I can easily get to that. So here also, though, what I would do is I would go through all of this list, right?
CNN,
and I would read all of the link labels and make sure that they are all logical, right? They also need to be unique and descriptive, meaning just by reading the link name, you should know what it's going to do.
World 4 of 310.
So world, you know, I think world will probably bring me to the world section where I can read about world news, right?
Politics 5 of business 6 opinion health and travel.
Let's go down.
COVID-19
right?
stimulus 7 wildfires.
So these all seem to be unique labels, right? And they're text labels. They're pretty good, right?
Tampa Bay Lightning 20
So
of
that is
310
good.
escape.
Now the next thing I want to show you before we move on to the next website,
CNN
kind of compare.
link graphic advertisement.
Slow down.
Slow.
Is keyboard testing. So screen reader users are keyboard users, but also folks with physical disabilities who cannot use a mouse also tend to use the keyboard or assistive technologies such as switch controls or sip and puff devices. What they do is simulate what a keyboard does. So if you make your website keyboard accessible, you're not just including folks who are blind, but folks with physical disabilities as well. But sometimes folks, you know, find it easier to navigate with the keyboard. So the way that I test for this is by using the tab key. So I'll go to the top of the page
CNN
and then press tab.
Advertisement link graphic.
And just make sure that two things, that I am able to access everything, get to everything using the tab key.
Advertisement link graphic.
So I'm in the advertisement right now.
Banner region, CNN.
Now I'm on the CNN link. Right?
Navigation region, list with 11. World link, politics link, business link.
So one, I want to make sure that I'm able to get to all the links and the buttons. 2, I want to make sure it's actually going in a chronological and chronological order that makes sense. So that's left to right and then top to bottom. So right, going across the top, and then once you get to the right, go down, right, and then going across again. So making sure that it's like left to right, top to bottom, and it's not skipping, right? So skipping meaning like I tab and I'm in the navigation section, and then I press tab, all of a sudden I'm in the middle of the page in some other link. I tab again, I'm back in the navigation section, right? That's not going to be a logical order for anyone to follow. Yeah, so you want to make sure that they have, you know, oh, and the third thing is the visual focus. And I think are you going to cover this, or should I just cover it real quick?
I will, but you can go ahead since I can see it on your screen right now.
Okay, so the visual focus, meaning when you are an item, when you have focus on an item, right? Is it easy to see?
Opinion link.
Right? Is
Visit
it
the
easy to
opinion
see
section.
me navigating here from one link to another?
Business, politics, world, opinion, health, and
Right?
style.
So making sure that that visual focus is clear and easy to see, and it's you have to make sure that it, you know, it applies to all of the items on your website, and keep special attention because maybe one of your buttons might be a different color from your links, and when the visual focus goes on it, it's actually harder to see, right? So you want to pay you know, special attention to that detail. All right. So those are the things that I usually test for. And so that's CNN, which is a pretty good example. I also have CBS, which is